Examples of causal and non-causal systems. Causal systems and non-causal systems. Some example problems we will see. In causal systems, present output depends on only present input as well as and or past input. Then the system is causal system. For non-causal system, present output depends on future input. Then the system is called non-causal system. Present output depends on future input, then that is called non-causal systems. In here we can observe that it depends on present input as well as future. Then in that case also it is non-causal. Similarly, it depends on past input as well as future input. Then in that case also the system is non-causal. In third case, it depends on present input and past input and future input. In this case also system is non-causal. Means if the system is depends on future input, the system is depends on future input, then the system is called non-causal system. If depends on future input, the system automatically call it as non-causal system. Now coming to our question. Must consider one time at t is equal to 0. Then time t is equal to 0. Then y of 0 is equal to sine of x of 0. Means present input at t is equal to 0. Present output at t is equal to 0 depends on present input at t is equal to 0. We will take at any value of t. For example, t is equal to -2. Then y of -2 means output at t is equal to -2 sine of x of -2. We need to observe only x of input. Only input. Don't treat total sine of. Don't see that. While we are discussing the causal and non-causal, just see the input values. Here output at t is equal to 0 depends on at input t is equal to 0. Here also output at t is equal to -2. It depends on input at t is equal to -2. If you will take any value of the t, this condition is satisfying. Means what the condition? Present output depends on only present input. So the system is causal system. So this system is causal system. Next, example 2. See the example 2 is y of t is equal to x of sin t. In previous case, y of t is equal to sine of xt. X of t is within the function of the sine function. But here sine function is function of the input x of sin t. So we will take some values for the t and we will check whether the input is depends on future input or present input or past input. Let's take at t is equal to 5. Why we are taking 5 means it is a function of sine function. So if we will take the 5 value then it will be converted, it will be gives us integer value, means a round figure value. So at take t is equal to 5, then y of 5 is equal to x of sine pi, that is equal to x of sine pi value is 0. Means here we are seeing the output at t is equal to 5. Output at t is equal to 5. Input is at t is equal to 0. T is equal to 0. 5 means some value 3.14, some round figure. Means here this is present output depends on previous input. Means it is t is equal to 0. This is some t is equal to 5. While we are observing the output at t is equal to 5, we are getting the output depends on the input at t is equal to 0, means previous fast present output. This is fast input. In this case it is causal system, but we will substitute some other value of the t. Take at t is equal to minus 5. T is equal to minus 5, then y of minus 5 is equal to x of sine minus 5. Sine minus 5, that is equal to x of sine of minus 5 is equal to minus sine pi. That is equal to x of sine pi value 0, minus 0 or 0, both are the same. Means if we see the output at t is equal to 5, minus 5, sorry, t is equal to minus 5, but input is at t is equal to 0. This is future input, depends on the future input. Present output depends on the future input. So the system is non-causal system. The system is non-causal system. Non-causal system. This system is non-causal system. By observing these two questions, we can conclude that by observing these two, we are getting y of t is equal to sine of x of t is causal system, whereas x of sine t is non-causal system. Remember these two. Causal system, non-causal system. From now onwards, we will see the questions speed manner. Means by checking only whether the system is causal or non-causal, not all the time instance. Now we will see the questions in speed. Y of t is equal to y of t is equal to integration of minus infinity to t x of tau into d tau. In this case, for any value of t, input takes the values from minus infinity to t. Means output, if we are taking it output at t is equal to some x value or some k value, Then the corresponding input depends on minus infinity to t is equal to k, means present output. This is present output at t is equal to k. T is equal to t. This is the past at t is equal to k. K's are present input. Present input at t is equal to k, and these all are the previous input plus previous input. This previous input. Though the overall the system is causal system, means it because it doesn't depending on the future values. So the system is causal system. Causal system. Example 4. Next question is y of t is equal to integration minus infinity to 2t. Be careful here, 2t x of tau into d2. In previous case it is t only from minus infinity to t, but in this case minus infinity to t 2t. So we will see the some different values of output for different values of time instants. First to take at t is equal to at t is equal to 2 seconds or 2 second or 1 second, whatever it takes. Then t is equal to 2 seconds. Then y of 2 means output at t is equal to 2 seconds. Output at t is equal to 2 seconds. Then minus infinity to 2 into t. T means it is 4 x of tau into d tau. It can becomes minus infinity to 2 4 8. Upper limit becomes 8 x of tau into d tau. This is present output. But it comes to here, it can be by expanding this, we are getting at input at t is equal to 8 seconds. Actually we are taking output at t is equal to 2 only, but we are getting the input at t is equal to 8 seconds, means it is future input. It depends on the future inputs. So the overall this is present output depends on the future input. So the overall system is non-causal system. Overall the system is non-causal system. We will see some more examples in the next video.